In the heart of an ancient forest, where the whispers of nature spoke of age-old secrets, there began a small, bubbling spring. This was the birth of a brook, one that would soon embark on a quest to find the great ancient ocean. Its waters, clear and lively, danced over stones and roots, singing a melody of freedom and exploration. The brook meandered through the emerald embrace of the forest, its waters gaining strength from the gentle rains and the whispering tributaries that joined its flow. Along its banks, creatures of the forest came to drink and play, each adding their story to the brook's ever-growing tale of tranquility and life. As the brook swelled, it encountered a meadow bathed in sunlight, where wildflowers nodded their heads in greeting and the grass swayed in harmonious waves. Here the water slowed, savouring the warmth of the sun and the vibrant colours of the meadow, reflecting the sky's azure in its depths. Night fell, and the brook became a mirror to the stars, its surface glittering with their light. The nocturnal chorus of the forest whispered alongside the brook, creating a symphony of serene sounds that promised to guard the dreams of the world. This was a moment of profound peace, where the universe seemed to pause and breathe with the rhythm of the water. With the dawn, the brook found new vigour, its waters eager to continue the journey. Ahead lay mountains cloaked in mist, valleys filled with the scent of pine, and beyond them the vast unknown. The brook, with its gentle, persistent spirit, was ready to embrace whatever adventures awaited on its path to the great ancient ocean. As the brook flowed beyond the meadow, it entered a realm where ancient trees towered, their roots entwined with the earth's deep secrets. Here the brook's waters whispered to the roots, and in return the trees shared tales of old, infusing the brook with wisdom and history. This exchange was a sacred communion, linking water and wood in an eternal dance of give and take. Wildlife, drawn by the brook's pure melody, gathered at its banks. Deer sipped cautiously, their gentle eyes reflecting the serene skies, while birds bathed in the shallows, their songs harmonizing with the brook's own. Each creature, in its way, added a thread to the tapestry of life that the brook wove as it journeyed onward. On occasion the brook would pause, pooling into clear, still basins where the sky's reflection was so perfect it seemed another world existed below. In these moments of stillness the brook meditated on the beauty of its surroundings, gaining strength before continuing its trek toward the ocean's call. The seasons changed the brook's path in subtle ways. In spring, blooms of wildflowers crowned its banks with bursts of colour, while autumn leaves painted the water with hues of fire and gold. Winter brought a hush, the brook's flow quieting beneath a blanket of snow, its whispers soft and contemplative under the crisp air. Yet no matter the season, the brook maintained its serene course, its waters a constant mirror to the changing world above. It was in this unending flow that the brook found its truth, a journey not just toward the sea, but through the heart of life itself, touching souls and nurturing dreams with every ripple and wave. The brook's journey took it through landscapes of astonishing variety. After leaving the ancient forest and the reflective basins, it skirted the edges of towering cliffs where the echo of its waters mingled with the calls of eagles overhead. The cliffs offered a panoramic view of the brook's past travels and a glimpse into the vast distances it had yet to cover. Descending from the heights, the brook found its way into a dense, mist-shrouded valley. Here the air was cool and moist, and the light filtered through the canopy in ethereal beams. The valley, alive with the sounds of hidden waterfalls and the soft rustle of unseen creatures, enveloped the brook in an air of mystery and introspection. Within this secluded valley, the brook stumbled upon an ancient, forgotten garden. Overgrown and wild, the garden whispered of a time when it was tended with love and care. The brook, recognizing the thirst of the parched earth, spread its waters generously, reviving the garden back to a semblance of its former glory. In return, the garden shared its bounty with the brook, infusing it with the scents of blooming flowers and the vibrant life force of renewed vegetation. Emerging from the valley, the brook's waters now carried the weight of history and the freshness of new beginnings. It flowed through open fields where the sky stretched wide and the sun bathed the brook in golden light. The fields, dotted with the colours of wildflowers and the movements of grazing animals, offered a stark contrast to the brook's earlier travels through shadowed valleys and misty forests. As the brook approached the edge of the fields, it encountered a small village. The people of the village, who had long lived in harmony with the land, welcomed the brook's arrival. They built their homes alongside its banks, drawing from its waters for nourishment and giving back by protecting its purity. The brook in turn became a gathering place for the community, a symbol of life and connection that bound the village to the natural world. Beyond the village, the brook's waters grew wider and deeper as it approached the realms where the land kissed the sea. Here, the brook encountered diverse ecosystems, from salt marshes teeming with life to serene beaches where the sand whispered tales of the ocean's might. Each landscape offered the brook lessons on resilience, adaptability, and the intricate balance of nature. The brook's influence was palpable in these regions. It became a conduit for life, sustaining diverse habitats and connecting them in a web of ecological interdependence. Birds migrated along its length, while fish found sanctuary in its depths. The brook's journey thus far had transformed it into a guardian of biodiversity, a role it embraced with solemnity and grace. As it neared the ocean, the brook's waters slowed, savouring the final stretch of its journey. It passed through ancient groves where the air was thick with salt and the whisper of the sea breeze. Here the brook reflected on its journey, on the myriad lives it had touched and the changes it had wrought, not just in the landscapes it traversed, but in the hearts of those who had found solace in its waters. Finally, the brook reached the estuary, where its fresh waters met the salt of the sea. This confluence was a place of remarkable beauty and profound significance. It symbolized the culmination of the brook's journey and the beginning of a new chapter. As its waters merged with the ocean, the brook realized that its journey was not an end, but a transformation into something vaster, a part of the infinite cycle of water that sustains the planet. The legacy of the brook lived on, not just in the physical nourishment it provided, but in the stories, memories, and connections it fostered. The villagers, the creatures of the forest and meadow, and the myriad lives along its path remembered the brook. It became a symbol of life's journey, of growth and change, and of the enduring power of nature to unite and heal. With its waters now mingling with the vast ocean, the brook's physical journey reached its natural conclusion. Yet in the grand tapestry of nature, endings are merely new beginnings. The brook's essence, carried by the ocean currents, would travel to distant shores, rise as vapor to form clouds, and fall as rain to nourish the earth once more. This cycle, eternal and unbroken, mirrored the brook's own journey. From a humble spring in the ancient forest to its union with the ocean, the brook had been a vessel of life, change, and connection. Its waters had touched lives, shaped landscapes, and woven a story of tranquility and perseverance that would be retold in countless ways. The villagers who had thrived alongside the brook celebrated its journey annually. They gathered by the estuary, sharing tales of the brook's journey, its challenges and triumphs. These stories, passed down through generations, kept the brook's spirit alive, reminding all of the profound connections between water, land, and life. In the forest, meadow, and valley, where the brook's waters had once flowed, its memory lingered in the lushness of the landscape, in the abundance of the wildlife, and in the peace that pervaded these places. The brook had become a legend, a symbol of the enduring cycle of nature, of resilience, and of the beauty of life's journey. And so, the whispering waters continue their dance, unseen but ever present, in the cycle of life that moves through all things. The tale of the brook is a reminder of our place within this cycle, of the importance of nurturing our connections to the natural world, and of the tranquility that can be found in the simple act of flowing forward, ever onward, towards the vastness of our own horizons.